What's up, YouTube? How's it going? Welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to be going through a beginner's guide for noobs. You know, people not like me, because I'm not a noob. Stop calling me a noob, dude. It's not nice. Alright, anyways. So, what we're going to do is, first I'm going to pick up my stuff. Yes, I'm going to pick up my guild pack stuff. Yeah. Okay, so where to start? Alright. So, new guys, trying to figure out this game, trying to figure out what's going on. First thing you want to know about is Onmyoji, so I'm going to click on that. Okay, so this is your main characters, okay? You start off with this guy, and you get more as you progress through the storyline. I'll switch. So I got 4 of them unlocked so far. However, I recommend just sticking with him because he gets, because you have him first, you get the most skill ups for him. So that's the next thing I'll talk about is skills for him. You can change what skills by just clicking one and then hitting boop and boop. Just pick whichever one you want. And you can switch them. Okay? This passive is always on, so you don't actually need to switch that one in. Next thing is totem. In the totem, you can hit enhance, and you can spend extra soul points to enhance his totem. What the totem does is it randomly attacks. I'll just show you. That's what that passive was. Has a 10% chance of attacking, basically, whenever he gets attacked. So, like when their team gets hit by an AoE. So, he doesn't hit real hard, though. I don't know. Maybe that's a little bit later in the game. You can also click on skins, and if you have skins unlocked, you can change the skin, although I haven't messed with that stuff too much. But, I mean, that's basically the Onmyoji. They sit in the back of the battle, and they do participate in battle. They take turns just like your monsters do. So they are important, although I would recommend spending more energy on upgrading your monster's souls and less energy on your Onmyoji. So let's go to the Shikigami. I don't know, I probably butchered that. I'm sure I said it wrong. But that is basically your monsters, okay? So, what to know about your monsters. So, first things first, let's click details. Okay, so first thing you see is info. This is where it shows you all of your monsters' stats. You can see next, so that's always attack, hit points, defense, speed, crit damage, effect hit, and effect resist. And then down at the bottom are your monster skills. You can tap on those to read about them. Okay, so you can see. No, not right now. You can see, sorry, I lost my train of thought, that there is a letter next to each one. So like it's S for attack, C for hit points, B for defense, S for speed, and S for crit. So what that's telling you is how good your monster is in each one of those fields. So like, I mean, that means that he is really good for attacking, speed, and crit, and not so good for hit points and defense. So the next thing that you do is you put souls on your monsters, and that boosts your skills. Now there's 2 ways you can look at it. You can put souls on... Dude, stop it. You can put souls on that enhance your strengths, or that solidify your weaknesses a little bit more. I highly recommend souls that boost your strengths. Okay, focus on your strengths, improve your strengths. That's what you're supposed to do. So like him, I've got plus 44 speed because he has an S on speed. So he has 154 speed. he has a very high chance of going first. There are faster monsters in this game for sure, but I have him focused, so I focused with him on attack, crit, and speed, and crit damage also. So that makes him a really effective attacker. The next thing that you want to do after you focus on souls, I'll come back to souls a little bit more too, because there's a lot more to it than just that. But evolution, so I have to go find a monster that hasn't been evolved so you can see it. Because you definitely want to, you know what, I'm just going to do it this way. You definitely want to make sure that you evolve somebody. Okay, so you can see here that it costs, what the Evo costs are. It costs 16 Azure Carp 2s, 8 Azure Carp 3s, and then 16 Lightning Drum 2s, and 8 Lightning Drum 3s, okay? And then what that does, first of all, is it boosts her skill. She has a skill that's currently locked, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so this skill is locked, so evolving her unlocks that skill. But the other thing it does is it boosts her strength. So like some of these, like her attack or hit points might go from a B to an A. And so maybe like, and not all of them will go up, but like usually 3 or 4 of them will go up. So evolving them is totally worth it. The way you do the evolving is you come back here and click Explore, and you go to Evo materials, and you fight these bosses to get the Evo materials, like, and it shows you what they drop and all that. So you keep doing that, you grind until you've got all of the Evo materials you need, and then you can evolve your Shikigami, however you say it, your monsters. Okay. Let's see what else. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, the promote. So in the promote screen, you can do a few things. You can level up your monster by selecting monsters to sacrifice. Obviously, I'm not getting anywhere, but I'm not going to do that. The other thing you can do is upgrade. If you have, so like for him, he is a grade 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? To make him into a grade 6, I would have to put 5 grade 5 monsters in there, and then hit confirm, and then it would turn him into a grade 6. Every time a monster increases in grade from 2 to 3, or 3 to 4, or 4 to 5, their stats increase, and their level cap increases also. So that makes them better in the fight. So he's a grade 5, he's obviously got higher stats than everyone else. The other thing you do here is in the level up, is if you have a same type monster, like, let me just show you real quick on some crap I don't care about. Let's see here. So if I hit promote and I select the same type monster, you see that how it says skill up? If I do this and I confirm it, that monster will get a skill up. See? Now his skill increase, his Maniac Maul went from level 1 to level 2. So what that does is it increased the skill damage by 5%. So it was, before it was 3 times to attack to one monster for 33% of his attack power, and now it's 38% of his attack power 3 times. So it basically increases the damage they do. Sometimes it increases. Let me just go back to him a minute. I'll show you like this, or this. Yeah, he's probably not actually good. Okay, so like this one, increases crit damage at level 2, it increases attack bonus at level 3, it increases crit damage at level 4, and attack at level 5. So you have to really pay attention when you're building your team and selecting monsters. By the way, you want to go through and read what their skills do. Pay attention to what their skills do. It's very important. And you're building a team to have people that synergize well together. So make sure that you don't have a team of only attackers or only defense monsters, because you're not going to get anywhere like that. You need to have team members with different strengths that work well together. So you have to really pay attention to that, okay? Let's go back to souls real quick. So when you're choosing souls, it can be difficult. If you change here and then type, you can see a list of all of the 2-set and 4-set bonuses. Now you can see that I have a 2-set of this, which gives an attack bonus, and only a 2-set of this, which is also an attack bonus for her. And here I have like a mismatch. So I'm actually not getting a full set bonus, or I could switch 2 of these out or take those 2 off completely and make a 4-set, because the 4-set bonuses are actually really important. So her souls are not very good right now. I need to work on that. But as you see, you can read through these and pick a 4-set. The first thing you want to do is pick a 4-set, read through what you got, and even read through the ones you don't got, and pick a 4-set that works really good with what your monster's skill and stats are, okay? If you have an attack monster who has really good attack, you don't want to put a 2-set defense on her, because it's not going to help you. You want to put attack or crit damage. The other thing, real quick, with souls, I'll show you real quick if we go to sorting. So slot 6 is the only place where you can have crit and crit damage. Slot 4 is the only place where you can have effect hit and effect resist. And slot 2 is the only place where you can have speed on your main, for your main stat. And when I say main stat, each soul has one stat that is listed in red. That is that soul's main stat. When you level it up, that is the only one that increases at every level. The other ones will increase randomly, or you will get a new one randomly at every 3 levels. Okay? And the way you level up your souls is like this. I'll just show you real quick on somebody that I need to level. Let's just pick her. Let's do this. Let's do this one. This is how you level up souls. You spend other souls to level them up. Hit confirm, and you can see her attack percent went from 34% to 37%, and she randomly got hit point bonus from 3% to 6%. Which is good because she's a healer and her heal is based on attack. So both of those are important for her. So that's good. What else? Alright, let's go back out. Okay, so money. What do you do in this game for money? Well, first of all, there's coins, which you need to spend when you're evolving or anything at all in this game. You have to have money. Like when I powered up that soul just now, it cost money also, not just souls. Coins, I mean. The second one is this stuff here, jade. This stuff is used either for energy refills, or you can use it in the mall, in the general store, to buy, so like energy refills, coin refills, totem zone pass, amulet packs, stuff like that. Mostly what you're going to want to use it for, though, is it's recommended mostly that you only use it for the sushi refills, because the sushi is your energy. Right now I have 319 out of 100. You ask yourself, how do I have more than what is allowed? Well, let's go to Guild and Realm. This thing right here, your AP Bento, is where you get to store your extra sushi. Right now I gather 30% excess sushi. And right now I have 15 out of 100 in here. I could just slide that bar up and hit gather, and it moves it over to my sushi thing. You unlock the guild realm after you join a guild around, I can't remember what level. I think it's like level 7 or 8 or something like that. Also, you can place monsters here, which I apparently need to place some new monsters down. I mostly just put those guys. Yeah, whatever. Just because they're fodder. This is where I do most of my fodder leveling to create more monsters. That way, when I create more monsters, or that way I can increase the grade of my main team. So that's another thing I want to mention real quick. When you're building your monsters, pick 5 and make that your main team, and only work on those 5 monsters. Okay, if you have a need to work on another team, you don't do that. Work on one team until you have one team that's really great and really perfect, and then move on to the next one. Okay, just work on one team at a time. Build a good solid team. If you decide that you don't like one member of your team, then switch them out, one person, and then just work on the new monster. Don't work on the old monster. Work on one team. That's what you need to do. What else? The seal, I think around level 10 or 12 you finish all the tutorial stuff, and then this shows up. I wish I had one to show you, but basically it gives you monsters to hunt out in the Explore in these regions here. Now what you do in the seal is you tap on it, and you can't, I'm sorry, I wish I could show you, but you tap on it and it tells you what levels you can find that monster, and usually it's more than one. And like for instance, the fire lantern, I was coming up to level 9 to do. The faster way to find it is like this. Boop. Yeah. And then you just have to go into that and hunt them, and keep repeatedly doing that until you get enough, and then that you'll get the rewards for completing those. Another thing about out here, so I showed you where to get the Evo materials. The other thing that you need to know is souls, where to get souls at. And the best place, because you do get souls in the exploration zones. Damn it, that was in my way. You do get souls in these exploration zones, but they're not very good. You get crap souls there, okay? You get garbage. You get level 1, level 2, occasionally level 3. Orchi, you want to come here and fight. You're building your team to fight this guy, okay? You're building your team to fight this guy. It's for, you're going to use your team in other places, but mostly it's for him, okay? Focus your team on fighting this guy. Because the better you can do against him, and I'll just do one real quick. I'm just going to put it on auto, and you want to be able to do it on auto. You don't want to have to control it because it makes it take too long. Because you're going to be grinding over here for souls for the rest of your life. Okay, that's just the way it is. The more grinding you do over here, the better job you're going to do in this game. Grinding, 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 grind for souls. So, yeah. Anyways. So, what else? Oh, that was another thing. So, you notice the, in the guild, the AP bento collects excess energy, okay? So that only collects energy when your current energy level, or your sushi level, or whatever you want to call that stuff, is at 100, okay? So if your sushi level is not at 100 points, that AP bento thing over there is not going to collect any energy at all. So it's kind of confusing, but you're actually better off letting that thing fill up, letting your energy, trying to keep your energy level up nice and high, and trying to do as much as you can. Like, if you dip below 100, you're almost better off spending the jade to fill that up and get it up over 100, and then leave the game and go do something else for a little while. And then the other thing you want to do is I recommend spending metals to upgrade your AP bento, your energy collector thingy. What is that? Oh crap, I forgot. I totally forgot I switched on my emojis. I was like, what the heck is that? Yeah, so I totally switched and didn't realize I had not switched back. But I recommend doing that because the more energy you can gather in this game, the better off you'll be. Because if you don't have energy, you can't grind. And if you can't grind, then you can't do anything. So definitely work on that. And then as soon as we're done doing this, we're going to talk okay, so we'll talk a little bit more about guild. Getting in a guild is very important. There's a lot of things that you can't do if you're not in a guild in this game, so you definitely need to be part of a guild. I know some people just don't like being in guilds. You need to be in one. Otherwise, you're just not going to get very far in this game. Sorry if that upsets you, but that's just the way it is. There's things that you like. You can't set a realm defense if you're not in a guild. Oh, real quick, I forgot. Bonus. This bonus. So, you get these things through several methods. One being if you're in a guild once a week, the guild leader or guild officers can buy these bonuses. Now, if you don't have one, real quick, so like right now, these bonuses are not on. If you tap the little play button, they come on. So I tap that one right before I go grind for Evo materials, and then I collect more Evo materials than I normally would. Same thing with this one for souls. If I tap that, it comes on, and you can have more than one of these on at a time. Now, real quick, if you have this turned off and you pick up a guild pack and it adds more time to this, it stays off, okay? But if you did not have one, like your soul was all, your soul, extra soul thing was all used up, and the guild leader bought one and you pick it up, it will be picked up on. So make sure you go turn that off, because you don't want to leave it on and waste it all and be busy doing something else. Guilds. Real quick, in the guilds, there's some things you can do. For one thing, you can donate. I'll just donate a little bit, and it gives you feat points, and guild medals. The other thing, of course, is the realm that I showed you. The realm is very helpful. Also, make sure you set a realm defense. If you don't have a realm defense set, your team's going to get smashed. You need to have a realm defense set. The other thing you want to do is shrine, group quests, and go and do these every day. For one thing, it gives you bonus stuff, like it just gave me rewards, right? And it even gives you ×2 up to the first 10 you do. But it also helps the guild out. It increases your guild level. I don't know if I have any of these. Yep, I do. So I get a whole bunch of stuff there. This guy's just bugging me nuts today. So getting these guild leveled up will unlock new things in the feat shop. Like for instance, when you have guild level 2, you'll be able to get these grade dharmas using feat points. And I mean, this is really great. Guild level 4, you'll be able to get mystery amulets, random grade 6 soul at 200 points. Holy cow. There you go. And shard packs. So definitely, there's some serious benefits in the guild. And this is like where the guild officers go to buy things using the guild medals. And those things that they buy are for everybody in the guild. They buy this guild pack or whatever, and everybody in the guild gets it emailed to them, okay? So it's really important to make sure you're in a guild and contribute, because that helps everybody in the guild. What else? Seal. Events. The only other thing is the event screen. Make sure you check that out and pay attention to it. There's lots of events going on where you can get all kinds of cool stuff. Like for instance, you currently through February 14th, you can earn these Dharma cards and then redeem them. Stupid thing keeps turning off on me. You can redeem them for actual Dharma, and like getting skill up Dharma is really important for your SSR monsters, so you definitely want to make sure you do that if you can. Alright, well, that's about all I've got. So hopefully that helps you guys out, helps you understand a little bit more about the game. If you guys have any questions, please ask. Let me know what you have. Say anything in the comments. I will do what I can to cover it in future videos. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, and hit the bell icon so you get new notifications about videos. Guys, take it easy. Have a good one. See you later.